there's some integrations as a private equity owner that you might be interested in that will basically roll up summaries on all the businesses that are using Salesforce. So using some simple Salesforce to Salesforce connections, you can sort of bring everything into one space that is, a pyramid of all the businesses that might be in your purview.
Yeah, I never really kind of thought about it the way you've explained it, like where, obviously people see like when you sell your business, like there's value to your client list, let's say, right? But there's a value to the buyer of like having your CRM very well organized so that they can go and target based on like cross-selling opportunities or whatever and whatever line of it work they're in. And like
Yeah.
there's a value in actually just being organized with your CRM that's completely different than being like organized on like doing your actual work, right? Like the whatever line of work you're in, right? So I thought that, yeah, that's really interesting.
Yeah, if you think about this buzzword in private business sale, it's turnkey, right?
Right.
So what does turnkey look like? Does it mean that you can actually just turn the key to the door of the storefront and
Yeah.
everything's ready to go? I mean, in a digital sense, your CRM, your client list, your QuickBooks data, all of that is part of what we would consider in this day and age like a turnkey business solution when you are buying a business, or being able to get an extra, like, I don't know, 100K for your business. If it's all organized, you can prove how big your customer list is. You can prove how often people are buying from you. These reports are easy to generate. You don't have to spend a ton of time trying to pull those reports together before you submit them to an accountant for verified. Like, people
Yeah.
trust certain CRMs, and if you can pull the data and report on it, that's obviously worth gold.
And I mean, as well, to be kind of transparent, like one of the things I was talking to my business partner about, Colin, like we were talking about how like the truth is like we need a very clean sales process before we invest in like marketing more on marketing, right? Because like if you just get more leads in, like that doesn't help much if like you're not having a good close rate. Yeah, and so it's a really interesting kind of like thing. Like sales needs to be kind of like good before you start kind of throwing extra money at like actually getting more people to reach out to the salespeople. Like it's
Right.
it's kind of like an interesting thought. And I guess like what do you think most businesses don't have in their like sales playbook, right? Like what's kind of the first step in building one actually?
Well, you don't need a lot to start with a CRM. Salesforce, for example, has a free version that you can get started with immediately, and
Yeah.
they've got a scalable license model. So even if you want to see what the interface looks like, you can download it from you. You can sign up with Salesforce. Obviously, you don't have to download anything these days, but you can get right into it, and you can start managing your contacts. You
Right.
can start creating a sales process. You can rename your sales stages. You can start to talk about and think what data you want to track on each customer, and start to trigger some of your marketing campaigns and your customer outreach.